Doug Williams fan, so
A Doug
that's how I
Williams
get
fan?
down. A Doug Williams fan, man. What's the name of
Okay.
this podcast, man?
It is the 16 Shots Podcast with Young James Boogie and AR Dub. You know what I'm talking about? And we are
I feel
back.
like I caught you off guard with that one, man.
Nah, you caught okay. For some transparency, you did catch me off guard because I do not have the correct card loaded in the recording apparatus because I've been recording some other things. So yeah, that's one thing. And then secondly, I am working on a new intro and drop because I have found the hard drive that was missing.
Oh, not the hard drive, just a hard drive, not the hard drive, not the
No,
infamous
not
hard
the
drive that.
hard drive, not the
Yeah.
infamous hard drive. So, I have an idea of what happened to the infamous hard drive.
I know what. No, no, no. I can tell you exactly what happened to at least one of the infamous hard drives.
All right,
100% I know exactly what happened.
but let me tell you what I think would happen to the hard drive, and then you tell me what you know would happen. So in my
Yeah.
story, I
Mm-hmm.
believe the hard drive
Mm-hmm.
simply got erased for some house music club mixes.
Mm-mm.
That's what I think.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you tell me.
There was a hard drive with all the original stuff on there, right? It got placed in my computer. My computer, well, it was one of the computers I had. And so when we were moving from one of our spots, I threw away the computer, not knowing that hard drive was on there. Cause like the day after, like a week after, kept head was like, "Hey man, where's called on?" I said, "I threw that computer away, man, because it was a computer. You know what I'm saying? We had stuff on computers.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my external hard drive and others, but you know what I'm saying? I got all the CDs, but I got that. I thought that was I didn't know it was in there. It's like, yeah, I put it in there. You know what I'm saying? Not put it in like, but put it like it was part of because we hadn't used the computer in
Yeah.
forever. It's just sitting in my room.
So it was the computer
It was the computer, but we hadn't used the computer in like I didn't.
because it
I was
probably was
probably the
at,
only
at that point
person.
it probably was slow and obsolete. They needed some
No,
upgrading.
no,
Probably.
yeah, that too. But I was the only person using it because I was using it to do graphic design at the times, and I might have been using it. Yeah, I probably using it to graphic design. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So
So I got a
that
question. Then.
one of the hard drives was disposed of by me accidentally.
See, no, the infamous hard drive I'm speaking of,
Yeah,
he had the hard drive. He had the hard drive when he was living, out there before the
yeah,
flood.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I was told it got destroyed in the flood, but I feel like the contents that was on the hard
Yeah,
drive was erased before
yeah.
the flood. But my question for
I
you
mean, but
is,
you're a conspiracy theorist, though.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, and
So
a
that
lot
would
of
fit. That would.
conspiracy theory is rooted in truth, and they're trying to hide some shit from you. So they just the origin of conspiracy theory was actual truth being told, and they wanted to trick the public into thinking that it was a lie. So they slapped the label conspiracy theory on it. But anyway, um, why did you throw the computer away?
Because I wasn't using it. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, it was two. It was my main hard drive and the portable. I mean, the external hard drive that we had added on there in there. So we were moving. I want to say I ain't feel like packing it because it was like, man, I'm not gonna pack this, man. So I just threw it away,
I will
not
never throw
knowing.
the computer
Yeah, not knowing but I'm think, but that was the backup. That was okay. That wasn't the original. That was the backup hard drive. Because remember, we had lost things before, so we had a backup hard drive that we had put everything on. It wasn't the original. It was the backup.
away.
So yeah, that's somewhere in this world that music is still alive. Um, let's talk about Rich Homie Quan, man.
It'll be you because I don't know too much about Rich Homie Quan, bro. Outside of he
You
from
don't
Atlanta. He from Atlanta. His
you
name
don't
is
feel
Rich
some
Homie
type of
Quan.
way, some type of way.
I mean, that might be the only song that I can tell you I can sing a hook of Rich Homie Quan.
Let me, because let me pull up some songs. Uh, some type of way. It's that song is so popular. He had a run. Him and Wish Collar had a run. Had a run.
I mean, who?
And him and Young Thug, they had a run.
I mean, you telling me? So I know Rich Homie Quan and Thug was cool, and then they had beefs, and then just from me following the YSL Rico, I learned further that they had beef, and peoples was shooting up Rich Homie Quan, Old Man Barbershop, and shit like that. But
Mhm.
I mean, outside of the music aspect of it, I don't listen to Thug.
You,
So
you know some. You don't know the lifestyle.
oh, Lifestyle was Rich Homie Quan. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
that was him and Young
I,
Thug. Yeah.
I've heard the song before, but
Okay, and then uh $1 want to burn it, flex.
don't know that song.
I don't know. I can't say the rhythm of it, but 100% you know it because it was one of the ones that they played every 5 minutes in every club and every radio. Flex. Um,
I don't listen to the
I
radio though.
guess this is 2015, 2014.
I didn't listen to the radio then either.
You
As
went to the
long as
club in
I have
2000.
had a,
You went to the club 2014.
let me think.
I was there with you. What you mean? I was in there with you.
Okay, just because I was in the club don't mean I was paying attention to the music. And then I'm almost like the female when she hear Beyonce, she just tune that shit out. When I hear Young Thug, I
Yeah.
tune that shit out, bro.
Oh, that's a great segue to where I was going to next. Because I was thinking about some of the conversations we had about 50 Cent, about just about music, and I realized that the conversation is not a conversation about. It's just like we just eat different foods. We just eat different foods when it comes to music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, so sometimes like you got a Dat Piff. Do you have a Dat Piff account?
I've had it. I don't use it anymore. I
Well,
don't.
see, and that's what I'm gonna say. See, you weren't a Dat Piffer because if you were a Dat Piffer, you would know that Dat Piff shut down like 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. I after I only use Dat Piff to listen to Fabulous and Currency.
Yeah,
And once
but
I
I
started getting soul tapes from somewhere else, and once
Mhm.
Currency was and dropping mainstream shit on iTunes, I stopped fucking with datpiff.com. I stopped fucking with it.
that's what I was saying. Like datpiff.com, mixtapes.com. I mean, my mixtape.com. A person who eats that kind of food, not saying that. I mean, this is a different kind of food. Would have a different perspective of music, just because, like they eat different food. You know what I'm saying? So when you would be like, oh yeah, so and so doesn't have a mixtape career. I mean, if you listen to iTunes and what you call it, yeah, you'd be like, oh yeah, it would make sense. But if you are iTunes, if you on that Piff and my mixtapes and these mixtape sites, you would see that it's like every other week they have mixtapes that come out from them, from DJs that remix mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? They're like the top streamed mixtapes. So like this
Well, see, I
perspective,
used
this
to though. I just stopped. So if we're talking about legacy acts like Slim Shady and Wayne, yeah. But
yeah,
if you're talking about new acts within like Travis Scott, then no. Like I
yeah,
heard Rodeo, but I didn't hear Rodeo on a mixtape site. I heard Rodeo because it was downloaded and given to me
yeah,
on a flash drive, and then I
yeah.
threw it in my iPod. So
You liked rodeo?
no,
Like
the
nothing to put on
beats
your
the
iPod?
beats was no. I put it on the iPod Classic
Yeah.
simply because it was given to me. This is when Rodeo was given to me. I happened to be sitting in Cutthroat Barbers getting my hair cut.
Hmm.
And the barber at the time who was cutting my hair, he a cool dude. He's weird. He's like a barber to the stars and a yoga instructor. And he was like, yo, it's Travis Scott nigga hot. And this was
Hmm.
before he was just hot. I mean, it was when when Rodeo dropped. So he was hot if you listened to him and you was into Travis Scott.
Hmm.
and he played some while I was there, and I'm like, "That's cool. Where you from?" He was like, "He's from Houston." I'm like, "Nigga, stop lying." And like, "Nah, he
Yeah.
from Houston." And
To be fair to Travis Scott has always been on. Not always. Travis Scott was on fire for a long time, but he just happened to have a hip hop base, or no, he happened to have hip hop fans. But he was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Before hip hop really gave him the hug, and after hip hop kind of like let him
I'm
fizzle
pretty
out.
sure he was. I'm pretty sure he was. Like I never heard him. And then he was
Yeah.
like, "You got a flash drive?" I'm like, "Yeah." Gave him a flash drive. He put the album
Mm-hmm.
on there. Went home, threw it on the computer, threw it
Mm-hmm.
on the iPod, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, it's cool. That's cool." I mean, I don't know if it's like what they making it out since he re-released it on for iTunes for streaming now, and it did like what damn near 400,000 in the first week, but
Mm-hmm.
you know,
That's what I'm saying. Like he kind of like a Wale, like to where when Wale was before Wale's introduction to hip hop, he was doing hip hop, but he was a college crowd. You know what I'm saying? So he's a festival guy. He's a guy who has a following, a core. You know what I'm saying? Of people who are not necessarily quote unquote like 50 Cent fans weren't Wale fans first. You know what I'm saying? It's
say
like
that one more time.
50 Cent 50 Cent fans weren't Wale fans in the beginning. Like he had a whole hip hop fan base, but none of them 50 Cent fans. Before, uh his first album release. You know what I'm saying? When he was doing 90210 and he was doing records with Janelle Monáe and his first album, in that first album, leading up to it and during it, his fan base was more of a college base. You know what I'm saying? And 50 Cent fans, I'm not saying 50 Cent as an example, but fans of that type of music are not really, it's not a really college based music. It's more of a street, you know what I'm saying, urban fan base. So then when he gets to by the time he gets to and he's with MMG, and now he's getting those 50 Cent fans. Now he has his core of the college, and he has the urban fans that's coming with the Rick Rosses and the Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? So his fan base is wide. That's why his career, in my opinion, has been a little bit stronger and longer than the Meek Mills and some of the other guys on MMG because his fan base was so broad to begin with. And street fans are pickle.
I wouldn't say that. I just think it all depends on when you were introduced to the person and what setting you're in. Like you're not going to run into a Rhapsody if you don't a listen to that type of music, or b may be around a female who listens to female rappity rap, or you like backpack rappity rapper type shit. So you go out and seek the shit. Like I ran into Griselda because I went out to go seek that type of late 90s style drug rap. Kind of like, I don't know, you don't call them
How you?
backpack
But I
rappers.
feel like you kind of missed Griselda a bunch. I feel like you kind of missed. Griselda was always around. Not
I
always,
heard
but Griselda.
Griselda earlier, but see, I heard Griselda earlier, but I heard the wrong nigga rapping and tuned them out. And
Who?
I didn't go
When?
back.
How?
I heard Westside. Even though Westside don't rap that much, I heard that nigga and I'm like, I don't want to listen to the shit. And then it took me to I follow Parks music. So it took a long time ago. Parks like just played some shit on at the time was Twitter.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what the fuck? Clicked on the link and
yeah.
just, fell in love with the El Caminos of the world and the Conways and the Bennies. Really, I like Conway better than Benny, but you know.
I mean, I think, but what I'm saying is Benny, Conway and Benny
I'm talking about Conway
were.
before he got shot.
I'm talking about Conway before he got
Yeah.
shot. Benny, as he, they were on a bunch of Royce projects. They were on, I want to say, a couple of Button projects. They were on uh I just they were
Benny
definitely
was
on
never
Graph.
Benny was never on Buttons projects. I don't think Conway
Benny
was
wasn't
either. Nah, now I
for
think
sure.
they
Royce though,
well, yeah, they was
for
on Royce
sure.
shit.
Royce.
But I see, I think they were opening up for Button in certain points. But Button,
Okay. Yeah.
there's not a Button Griselda track. But of course there is a Button. I mean, I'm sorry, there's a Griselda Royce track, of course.
There's a bunch of them.
Bunch of them.
Yeah.
Which makes sense
And
because it makes sense because they was on Shady, so it makes sense.
but I also there's a bunch of Graph Griselda tracks. There's a
It
bunch
is.
of Ransom
I
Griselda
don't fuck with
tracks.
Graph and Ransom like that though. I just personally don't like them niggas like that.
Oh, they just dropped a Conway and Graph album. I mean, a Conway and Ransom album this week.
I won't listen to it.
You're missing out.
I might be. But I don't want to say petty. I'm picky though. So I just don't like fucking Ransom voice, bro.
How
I
you?
just
Why?
don't.
How you? Oh, like you're like okay, that's fine.
I
That's
don't like
fine.
his
That's
voice,
fine.
bro.
That's fine. Ransom hard though. Ransom super hard.
I've
Ransom is
heard.
super hard.
You are correct. I've heard Ransom go hard. I've heard Ransom spit some bars, and I'm like, no, okay, that nigga go hard. Same thing with El Camino. I don't know why I like El Camino. If I see El Camino, I'll go listen to it first, and be like, all right, that was decent. And he really can't. He really don't have no just stupid flow. I mean, he just make cool music, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? There's no judgment zone over here. You know what I'm saying? No judgment zone. I don't want to seem like I'm picking at your
Like I can't deal with. Let me see. I don't like Sexy Red, but I can acknowledge that her songs hit. It's some ratchet shit for ratchet fun. It's catchy as fuck. I'm not a fan of the Sexy Red. The Glorilla,
Yeah.
yes. The Cardi, yes.
You playing Gorilla? Gorilla to me, Sexy Red at the very least. I mean, now they both the
Nah,
same. To me, they're the same. Gorilla can't rap the shit, bro.
Glorilla, she be saying some weird shit, bro. But can't now want to rap, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Gorilla's like it's like she slow people music, bro.
You know what it is?
I'm on the song, man, and you see me down there.
Well, no, both of them make slow people music, but I think Glorilla, to me, this gonna sound bad, bro.
It's gonna sound bad. Say it then, man, because I want to put you on the side because I'm not gonna sound bad. I'm gonna sound good. I'm love my black queens. Now, what you say about Glorilla?
Nah, Glorilla just kind of tiny, bro, and she be spitting like hard bars, like I'm finna come whoop your ass bars, and this shit is just funny to me, bro.
Like Eazy-E?
No, I don't know.
I'm saying Eazy-E was tiny. I'm just I agree with you in a sense, but I'm saying
but she like a little bitty,
tiny rappers. All the rappers
she like a little bitty.
nigga.
No, but she like a little bitty, tiny, compact bitch. That not that cute, but she's gotten cuter since she first came out. So I probably would hit too because she got her titties done, and then she just kind of real aggressive. So that's it, bro. Like I would hit.
Lil Wayne, I would talking big noise.
You missed the whole part of the whole rant where I said she's a little tiny bitch, but kind of attractive, and I would hit. That's.
Oh, I'm not talking about the fucking part.
That's the whole part that makes her music more appealing than Sexy Reds. For me.
So okay, I'm not okay. I'm gonna ask you this, and we're gonna move on. We're not gonna stay here too long. I think I've asked it before. Have you ever had relations with a woman, a lady, that is built worse than Sexy Red?
That is built worse than Sexy Red?
Yeah.
Is Sexy Red built bad? Because really, she just
not at all.
She just looked dirty. That's my whole beef with not wanting to hit her. She just dirty looking.
Okay, so have you ever had relations with a woman who might look a little dusty?
No, I will not touch. No, I've never had relations with a dusty. Do you know of a dusty looking bitch that you think I've had relations with?
No, man, I don't know who you had. I just,
Have you seen me with a dusty looking bitch?
No, I haven't seen. Well, I don't, bro. No, I just asking the question, man. I think that.
Yeah, I don't.
I think
not a dusty look, because you look like you got to dip her in some bleach, bro. And I don't want to be too negative, but she just looks a little dusty. I mean, she says like stuff like
her words make her seem dustier than she looks.
She the raw dog queen. She got to go to the gynecologist because she got some green leakage, shit like that. That she says, bro.
Yeah, she'll be
And
tough,
then
bro. She's
it
strong.
doesn't help out that she had the whole leaked sex vid with the peeling sofa. So
What does self got to do with her sex? I mean,
nah,
I'm
bro.
saying that.
I'm not
Okay,
hitting you
okay,
on the
okay.
pleather
Watch
sofa
this
that's peeling, bro. I'm not.
question. You have to save your brother's life. You have to have sex with Lil Kim right now, or Sexy Red. Which one you gonna have sex with?
Look him right now.
You'll hit the troll. The She looks exactly like the leprechaun from the movie Leprechaun. There's
It's like
nothing attractive about Lil Kim right now. There's
it's like
nothing about her.
but
No
it's like
parts of her body are attractive
but
right
it's
now.
like, I was a young teenager going into young man status, and I just remember
Yeah.
the first original Lil Kim.
So you're
And
going in your brain, you're gonna ignore the reality of what she looked like
yeah,
and
it's
go
just
and
like
get
if you
the
told me if you asked me that same question and it was Pam Grier or Viola Davis. And Viola Davis is an attractive young lady, so I don't want to, make it sound like I'm being funny, but
yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely hitting Pam Grier today because how many niggas walk around and say they hit Pam Grier? You know what I'm talking about? Now you didn't ask me one of here. Yeah, just walk around and say I hit Pam Grier. You know what I'm talking about? You know
Perception
how
and
many cool
reality.
points I get with the old school niggas in their 70s? I was like, man, I hate that man.
None. They're gonna be like,
What?
when you hit her?
Don't
Be
worry about
like last
when.
week.
Just know I did, bro. Nah, see, you're asking
Nah,
too many
last
questions.
week.
First off, a player really don't smash and tell, so you ought to just be happy. I'm letting you know a little bit of information. I'm letting you know. Now, ask me when. I'm a 43-year-old. I'm a player. I was playing in my 20s. You know what I'm talking about? Because when I
Man,
was
you
in my
43, you
20s,
older than motherfucker, man.
when I was in my 20s, and Pam Grier still was acting like in Jackie Brown, Pam Grier
Yeah,
still bad. So I could have hit it in. They don't know.
yeah.
They don't know.
Shaka Khan's still bad right now. Right now,
True,
today, as
true,
you speak.
true. You know what I'm talking about?
Pam Grier probably still good bad. I haven't seen her in a while, but she probably still bad.
She's not
Jasmine
ugly,
Guy,
bro.
like she'll never be ugly, bro.
Nah, she never be ugly. Nah. You know,
Now Jasmine Guy, it's a different story.
Jasmine God she look old, bro. Like it didn't age well. Didn't age
I
well.
mean, I think she's a biracial. I listened to
Yeah, but see, Cree Summers aged better.
I'm saying, but I listened to an interview about biracialness and mulatto, and you know, it's a unique situation. It was a lady, she's biracial and she sticks to the term mulatto because she's like biracial isn't fair to black and white born children. You know what I'm saying? Because biracial means anything. Mulatto is the only word that 100% describes these two types of people. You know what I'm saying? And so just because the connotation has come around that, oh, it means this, is like, well, if I say biracial, that could be Indian and black, that could be, Chinese and it could be any race in black, but for sure it's what I'm saying. But say all to say that you know, just the way that depending on how the cards fall, you can get stronger genes from one side, like a Cree Summers, and she gets stronger genes from her African American or black side, and she, black don't crack. Or you get stronger genes from the white side, like Jasmine Guy, and you don't age well. It's kind of like
It's like
what's his name?
her voice bad. It's like her voice got raspier and deep too. Like she smoked 10 packs of cigarettes a day. I don't know.
I'm not gonna let you go up on these queens like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You can't be
But
talking
then,
about black queens.
I just saw Angela Bassett on daytime TV yesterday, and I'm like, oh shit, still bad.
Think so? I'm not a super. I mean, I think she's an attractive woman,
Blasphemy.
but
Blasphemy.
I think she's attractive. I don't know. I don't think she. I mean, she's wonderful. You're right. You're right. I apologize. You're right. She's wonderful. Um. New music that, like I said, you ain't heard of Conway and Ransom, which is a travesty to your ears, but um, have you heard? What have you heard new this the last 3 or 4 weeks? It's been a bunch of drops, some names drop, some big names drop. Have you heard anything new?
I listened to some LL. I didn't. I
What you,
didn't.
what you thought?
I
What you
didn't.
thought?
It was LL. It wasn't. It's LL. It wasn't
Come
bad.
on with that, man.
It wasn't
You
bad.
just said uh, you
It
just
wasn't
said
bad. It's what you
I
expect from
okay.
LL Cool
What you
J.
mean?
It wasn't bad.
Was it good? What was your
I
favorite
gotta
tracks?
give it a second listen because I didn't listen to it all the way through. I was trying to listen to it as I was cleaning up and doing some stuff in the house and kept getting distracted. So
You like the Ross and Fat Joe track? That to me
I
that's a
don't even
hard
think I
track.
got to it yet.
Always keep your word. Always keep it. That's a hard track. And
I don't even think I got to it yet, bro.
Fat Joe is might be GOAT. I've been saying this for years, man. Fat Joe might be in the GOAT status, man.
He probably just had one of Pun Rhyme books that did never
Come on, bro. Why?
got
Let's talk
recorded.
about this. So you think Pun wrote a million rhymes?
Nah, it just was a joke, really.
Oh, I'm just saying, man.
What the fuck?
Why you gotta
This
joke
was
on
a
this
joke,
man?
really, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
It's not a joke. Why you gotta
It's
why is a joke to
1000% a
discredit
joke,
this man?
man. I'm not
This
trying to
man is
discredit the man at all,
yeah,
man.
man.
Fat
Get that
Joe,
man
Fat
his
Joe can
props,
rap.
man.
I never said
I'm
Fat
giving
Joe
this
couldn't
man his
rap.
props, man. You talking about man? Yeah, I get you.
You are like king hater, so you can't talk about somebody that.
Who
I
have I
give
ever hated on? Who have I
everybody,
ever
bro.
hated on?
Everybody,
Name
bro.
one person
Everybody.
I hated on.
LeBron
Name
is
one
the first
person.
one to come to my mind. You hate on LeBron constantly,
I don't. I've
constantly.
never hated on LeBron. I say that
What? You
LeBron.
hate on LeBron. You are a
Look,
LeBron hater.
I'm glad you could great transition.
You've hated on some independent, up and coming actors and actresses we've had on here. You've definitely hated on Kendrick Lamar numerous
What actor
times.
or actress I hated on, man?
I don't want to bring up the past and names. You've definitely
What you
hated
mean?
on
I ain't
Kendrick
never had.
Lamar.
I see what you keep saying about hate. What to me? Well, in my opinion, what you are placing as the word hate is my opinion. Now, I'm glad you said LeBron. I in my
You hated on
time
Coach
in
Prime too. My bad. Go ahead with LeBron.
Coach Prime, I didn't hate
Hey,
on.
see, look
Bro,
at you finna hate right then, boy. Look
I'm
at you,
finna hate
man.
right now. I'm not. I'm putting the truth. Bro, I'm just honest, bro. And it takes people a while to get to my point of honesty or get like Coach Prime. Okay, what did I say about Coach Prime that didn't come true last year?
I don't know what you said about Coach Prime didn't come true.
You said I hated because I was like, man, they ain't all that, bro. Like they barely beating bad schools. Man, he changing the culture. They still losing. They not even Man, you hating. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what happened. And they ended up not even what they weren't even 500.
I don't remember. I
They
would have to look.
100% weren't
Oh,
500.
I don't remember. I would have to look.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're
But
wrong. I
anyway,
said I don't remember. I would have to look. I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth. I'm listening.
okay. But what I'm saying about LeBron, I think I think what happens when I speak about certain players or certain what you call it is that I look at it from a different lens, right? And
A lens of
I
hate.
don't
Go ahead.
no
I'm sorry.
I don't articulate the lens I'm coming from sometimes because I've been living in my own world, as we all do sometimes.
Whoa. Time out.
What?
How do you expect to have a conversation with a pupil or a person or anyone
Mm.
and have a how do you expect to have an honest, constructive conversation if you feel like you don't articulate your point to the fullest so someone can understand the point of view in which you're coming from?
Like I'm trying to tell you, man, and I'm saying right now that that's my fault. That's my bad. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
got that. I'm just trying to figure
Yeah.
out how do you expect those people to understand exactly where you're coming from if you know you're not clearly articulating
No,
your
I
point of view?
didn't know. What I'm saying is like going back to one of our early conversations today. It's like we just eat different food. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my perspective on basketball is coming from a perspective of like I'm not coming from just I watched the 2020s. or the 2010s or the 20, and I'm not looking at it as like just a fan. I'm looking at it as somebody who really studied the art of the game. I can tell you about all types of players. Like, when I go and I have friends that are pros, ex pros, XYZ, whatever, and we have conversation, or just people who are very knowledgeable about basketball that we just talk about. And when we have conversations, it's a different conversation because we eat the same food. Because I'm like, some of the commentary that comes about certain players is just based on a short term look at the, oh, she did this or he did that. Oh, it's amazing. And it is amazing, but LeBron is just our version of Kareem. That's all he is. Kareem is great, but he's the current version of Kareem. He has a bunch of stats. He has a few championships, but it's the he's the king of longevity. And no, and he got a couple of MVPs. Like we got him and Kareem probably got the same amount of MVPs. Kareem might have more. Kareem definitely has more championships. You know what I'm saying? Kareem wasn't no super skilled where he was between the legs, behind the back. You know what I'm saying? But he was solid. He had some go tos. Same with LeBron. He not no super. You know what I'm saying? They make fun of LeBron when he dribbles the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, what this nigga doing, man? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Right? But he's an efficient. He's efficient. He's a big guy. He gets buckets on the inside, gets fouled a lot. He's Kareem. He's Kareem. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a slight to LeBron. Now, a novice fan is gonna be like, man, you tripping, you hating. Like, nah, bro, he's Kareem, man. How many times did Kareem lead the league in scoring? How many times did LeBron lead the league in scoring? About the same, about two or three. You know what I'm saying? But they were steady and consistent with their 25 a game, 24 a game. Same like Karl Malone, 25 a game, 26 a game for I'm not for like 12, 15 years. Most people go 10 years, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we're just seeing reproductions, or we're seeing the past replay in our face. And if you don't have a vision of the past or have a viewpoint from the past, then you'll be like, this is the greatest shit ever. Whether it's basketball or music or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This shit is the same. Like this is not new. None of this shit is new. It's just repackaged in a new way. But it's the same shit.
I'm glad you got that off your chest. Can you mention that person's name that you really meant that for? That guy who said that you just a local basketball knowledgeable person. You ain't global like he was. He said you
Oh,
was local.
you
So
talking
go
about
ahead. Whoa, talk about it. So I'm glad that you got
I
that off
say his
your
name.
chest. So go ahead and
I
at
wasn't talking
that
about
person.
him at all, but
Nah,
I wasn't talking about him.
I'm glad you got that off your chest. So go ahead and at that young man as well, so we can tag him in the hashtags and let him know that you, my friend, are a global basketball aficionado.
I wasn't talking about him. I wasn't thinking about him to just now. To be 100, on my soul, I wasn't thinking about you talking about Jamie Powell. I wasn't thinking about him just
What's the
now.
word? Say it one more time. Who? Jamie Powell.
Coach Powell. Coach
Coach
Powell.
Powell. I will make sure
Yeah.
I add Coach Powell when I post this. All right.
Yeah, yeah. But and if you want to bring that up, I'll bring it up. I have a unique
This all
perspective.
you because
Everybody,
I ain't got no perspective or comment on this subject at all.
I'm saying I have a unique perspective on at least basketball, certain other sports too, but most people don't go through the pantheon of things. Like most people can't say, "Oh yeah, I played at a high level on these different levels. Oh yeah, I coached on these different levels. Oh yeah, I refed on these different levels." You know what I'm saying? So each one of those pathways gives you a different viewpoint and perspective. So when you look at it, I mean, it's many things. If I'm talking about McDonald's, man, it's some guys that work the fries and they have they have a viewpoint from the fries. It's people that work fries and burgers. People that work fries, burgers in the front desk. It's people that were the manager who worked. You know what I'm saying? So a person who work fries and the front and the register, they might have been high level at doing those things, but they ain't never been a manager. So it's things that the manager knows or things the manager had to do, that fry guy and that register person, they ain't even privy to that. Their perspective on that is not even there. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is, you know what I'm saying? As far as his conversation. And man, I don't know. There's a piece in life, I think, for everybody, or I don't know, I can't think right. For me, there's a piece. Oh, I'm gonna say some shit right now. Okay.
Do you practice these things when you do you practice this at home in the mirror? Like, I got some shit I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say some shit right now. Or does it just
Not
come
at
to you?
all, bro.
Okay.
I speak the truth as I see it, as and or I, I speak the truth as I see it, man. So I ain't gotta practice saying the truth, man.
Okay. Go ahead.
What you
Go ahead.
mean? I mean, I'm
I'm
saying
listening.
like
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I ain't gotta practice saying the truth as I see it. But what I'm saying is like,
I practice not cussing people out. I do that. I practice not getting upset and not cussing people out. So I go through weird scenarios in my mind throughout the day. If something happens to me, how I should react so I won't react wrong.
it's healthy as fuck.
Or toxic, one of the two.
No, it's healthy as fuck. I'm being serious. That's healthy as fuck. Like, it's healthy. It's very healthy. Like, what I heard just now was like, you have something that you want to improve on, so you practice, you work on, you try to, you self evaluate and work on that so that you don't fall privy to your self destructive manners. Right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. I never looked at
That's
it that way,
healthy.
but yeah.
That's healthy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Um, man, we're gonna come back to this. We in the same realm, but we gonna segue while staying at the same time. There's a certain individual who everybody has this individual in their life that every time they call you, they need help. Every time you hear that, you see that number pop up, you know it's gonna be like, man, blah blah blah, right? That same individual is talented as that person. That this individual is talented. It's undeniable. They're talented, but that talent hasn't translated into financial stability. So there's been more than one, two, three, four, five, six times that they've, come to you and been like, "Hey, I need a little bit of change to help me get through this rough patch." And eventually, somebody gonna be like, "Hey, man, bruh, you didn't hit me 18 times about getting through rough patches, man, and you still trying to do this thing. This you still trying to, let's say, play basketball. You're still trying to hoop, bro, and you ain't made it to the league yet, man. You didn't had some good games against players in the league. You didn't play with some players, but you ain't in the league yet, man. So at what point do I say I'm gonna stop helping you financially because it's like I'm enabling you. I'm not helping you at certain point. I'm enabling you, right?
We've talked about this before.
Have we?
We have talked about this before. We've talked about this
Well, help me
before
out.
in regards to people, certain goals, things they should be doing. We've talked about how someone could be talented and they're not using their talents, and you as someone who's outside looking in, but are a person who loves this person, who has supported this person, and you bring it to their attention, like, hey man, you can be doing this, that, and the third. And you've said, who is that other person to tell you to do this? Because
Well, no, I'm saying
they,
no,
they
well,
might
okay.
no, but
I'm sorry.
that person
Keep
that you're
going.
looking at, that you saying is talented, but you feel like they could be it sounds like you're saying, hey, you're wasting your talents doing this. this time has come and gone. You know, you're no longer able to. You're not gonna make it to the league, bro, or you're not gonna make it rapping, or you're not gonna make it singing, or you ain't gonna make it painting cars. You know
No,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
saying that. I'm not
Well, you
saying that.
are
What
though,
no,
because
no, no. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's what
gonna
I'm
say,
saying.
but I'm gonna tell you why you're saying that. Because
Uh,
your question was, am I enabling them? Like at a certain point,
yeah.
yo, like this shit ain't working, but you got other talents, so why don't you focus on those other talents that you have that can sustain your life, X, Y, and Z? But
No, I'm saying I'm saying that you can do whatever DF you want to do. But when it comes to the point where now you're asking me to help you, you're saying you're in dire straits and help you, like, hold up, bro. If you're in dire straits, I don't know what your other talents are. I don't care what your other talents are. It's not my it's your business, bro. I don't it's not I don't I'm not trying to I'm not looking at you at person to see what is your what are you good at, what are you bad at. I'm looking at person and acknowledging that uh, you 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 are an intelligent being. However you use your talents is whatever you want to do, but I can't deny you intelligent. I can't. I can hear the way you speak. I can see the moves you make. You're intelligent. You've decided to take this path through life. That's
yeah,
cool. Whatever. But how many times can you call me for help? Like it's in and let me premise that by saying I've never denied this person help. I've never been like, nah, I ain't doing it for you. I've always been like, well, I can't do, I can't, I can't sustain you, but I can contribute.
yeah.
But my question is, and my question is rhetorical and literal. When do you stop helping?
So I feel like it's on you. I feel like the more I help,
Uh-huh.
I feel like the more I help, it's on me. It's at that point,
Uh-huh.
it's how much I'm willing to give or lose, or if it's hurting me, the relationship I have with the person. It's like
Yeah,
if you're my if it's my brother, and I know it's either look, this is who my brother is, and
yeah,
if I don't help my brother, he's gonna be homeless under
yeah,
the bridge. That's not gonna happen as long as I'm living. So that's
yeah.
one thing. Um, I guess it's just up to you. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. I would have to be in a position, and it would have to be
Hmm.
what's really going on with this person, and how can I help them or not help them, or am I enabling them to not help themselves?
That's the question. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like,
Are you froze? I think you froze.
it's hard. It's hard. I froze. No, I didn't froze. You froze. My internet. How am I being unstable? I'm not unstable.
That's what I'm
Talking to
saying.
my phone. Yeah. I'm talking, it told me my internet connection was unstable.
It was.
But oh, you got to put glasses on, man.
Oh, I knew exactly who you was talking about. I knew exactly who he was talking about when you went on your whole diatribe. Because I saw some shit the other day and was just like, I guess. And that's all I said was, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
To me, okay, for me, and this is, I mean, if you want to snip this part and make it I would love it. For me, not snip it out, but like make it public or make it, for me, it's like I look at, man, I look at people, life, and like it's not fair, it's not equal. We're not, we're not dealt it's not fair. It's not fair and equal. You know, some people need more help than others. And there's a lot of people who will say things like, you know, pull it by your bootstraps and do it yourself and da da da.
Yeah.
And that's not an option for everybody. It's not an option for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's their own doing or whether it's the doing, whether it's systemic, whether it's, you know, it's mentally, you've mentally, you know, checked out in certain situations where you've been pushed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? My response to my other brother who we talking to, I was like, man, look, I'm like, I'm gonna do what I can and I'm gonna let karma figure out the rest, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing the right thing, then hopefully that blessing or that could come after me. If I'm doing the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? Or if he's doing if he or she is playing me, then they'll feel that wrath of karma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I let it play like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a move. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move with love in the situation. And however it plays after that, man, is how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? I can't I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. I'm not looking to get what I give back. I'm not looking to see a high five or a thank you or none of that. Like, man, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been people in my life that's helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like certain situations that I was in or certain I've been helped by people. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And they didn't have to help me. They ain't have to give me that heads up, or they ain't have to give me that hey man, XYZ, XYZ. You know what I mean? So shit, uh,
Now,
pay it
I,
forward.
I do think there's also um it's also like
You ain't the
if
only one,
somebody
nigga.
is using you or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't the only one, nigga. I just thought we could do
I'm
do
actually
that too.
trying to fix my cameras, but
I know I ain't.
because I had a situation on my phone, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, yeah. Keep going. I'm
Nah,
fucking with you. Keep
it's
going.
also like it all depends on if that person is using you or not, bro. Like don't nobody
Man,
want to be used. And
I
if
don't
you
matter,
always,
man.
it's one thing if you legit need the help. It's another thing if it's just like, yo, you just using people,
Trying to play me?
trying to play me.
Yeah,
And some people
I
that's what they try to do. All they really trying to do is play you, bro.
yeah.
Like,
It's cool though. It's cool. Like I said, like man, I wrote a song one time, man, and it said that what I say? I said that's about life ain't fair, and I think that's the fairness in life that it's not fair. If it's not fair to everybody, then that's fair to me. You know
well,
what I'm
life ain't
saying?
fair, period, though.
Yeah, it's not fair, period. But if it's not fair to everybody, then that's fair. So you know what I'm
Well,
saying? Like
say it one more time.
because if it's not fair to everybody, then that's fair. The fairness comes because it's equal. It's equally unfair to everybody. You could be a millionaire and get glaucoma. You could be broke and get glaucoma. Like there's no. Oh dang! Hold on. Let's pause for the cause.
All right.
All right, bet. Hold on. You ready? And where was it? Where was you at? We had to make a pause for the cause.
I don't know. You was just making a point of enablers.
Oh yeah, man. It's hard to tell when you're enabling, and this is not. It's not only for uh it's across the board, whether it be friends, family, uh, work friends, you know what I'm saying, relationships. Like there are relationships sometimes where in your relationship you're enabling the person to have a certain lifestyle or to do things that you know, like, nah, this ain't gonna work, man. This is a crash and burn situation. But I mean, and it's tough. Sometimes it's tough to have that conversation. Like, hey, man, you know you're gonna crash and burn, right? You know, this ends one way. This is gonna end this way. This is how it's gonna end. If you do this and that, which we can go all the way back to Rich Homie Quan, his situation where with his like, if you're doing a certain amount of drugs and you're doing illicit drugs, it always ends the same way.
I can see that.
And you the enabling part comes when wife or friends are like, oh, they like to get high, I like to get what you call it. I read somewhere that PB Longway is in the hospital because they were together, or they were doing the same whatever, and he's having some adverse effects from the same whatever they was doing. He fighting for his life as well. You know what I'm saying? We all know about Mac Miller. I mean, you can go on a list of celebrities. Just, I mean, scratch everyday, life, but the list of celebrities who have, fallen into that, drug hole and lost their lives, but it starts with the enabling, like, hey, bro, you ain't got to do that, man. You ain't got to do that. What's going on? Holler at me. Let's do this on weekends only. Let's not try to chase that, super high. Let's get, let's just chill.
See that. But the other piece is that's that person's lifestyle. That's what they want to do, bro. And you can't stop them from doing it. All you can do is hope that they do it safely and hope that this isn't the outcome.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Because
Yeah, no.
it's a lot of different things that fall under that umbrella. Some of it is as some of it is drug and alcohol abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it is health. I mean, we spoke about this when we were talking about the body positive situations, where some of it is that, some of it is, the body positivity, but you're not healthy because you're eating fried chicken every day and
Mm-hmm.
you're not taking care of yourself. It's the same situation as somebody who's addicted to drugs. Their addiction, however, isn't drugs. It's an unhealthy lifestyle. And these people, everybody got a vice. And some people just live their life how they want to live it. I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well live how I want to live. My vice might not be uh designer drugs, but I might have a different vice. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's vice is sugar that's killing them slowly. Somebody's vice is alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's vice is, I don't know, some weird shit. So
But I'm saying, I mean, having a vice, having a vice, and having a vice and abusing a vice are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
the
your
but the
vice.
other but the other piece is the abuse of said vice is subject to the person who's doing it and the person who's watching. So you can be watching me and think that I'm abusing something and not truly know if I'm abusing it or not. And
Now
Rich
you
Homie
know when
Quan
abuse comes.
could be not like I can look
Let's,
at
let's, let's take drugs out of it. Let's talk about
I'm not
running.
it's anything. I can glance at anybody's
Yeah,
life and see I can glance at your life and see what's going on and think that Boogie could be abusing X. I
yeah.
don't know the true specifics of what you're doing when you do this and how you use it. You might not be abusing it at all, but from my vantage point, I'm thinking you are. So some of it is that. Now there are situations where you're close enough to someone where you clearly can see that they are abusing something that they're doing in their life is slowly destroying them. But again, I take somebody with the resources of a Rich Homie Quan. They got the resources to do whatever it is they want to do. They could be functioning with whatever vice it is that they have. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to enable them. They can do the shit whenever they want to, whatever it is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. But no, what I'm saying is the enabling part comes when I allow you to function in a way that's unhealthy. And I'm just like, oh, I was talking with somebody today,
But I won't
and they
let you
was like,
do it around me though. So that's what I'm
let,
saying.
let,
Like
let,
I can have
let
some.
me finish. Let me finish. I was talking to somebody today, and they were like, well, he probably has come home 100 times, a little bit too whatever, lay on the couch, and she just covered him up, right? So then when she covered him up this time, and she come back in the morning, like, why you ain't get up? You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, she could have been like, hey, no, or somebody could have been like, you're not supposed to not be able to function after you do what you do. If you're doing something to the point where you can't function, you need to stop doing that. If you're doing something to the point where I have to accept you being an invalid for a period of time, that's not how normal human beings should be moving.
But even with
I
that,
shouldn't have.
that sound like a dude whose normal routine is I come home from the studio and laid on the sofa and went to sleep. I've done
That's what I'm
numerous,
saying.
but time out. I've done that numerous occasions where if I came home from somewhere, sat on the sofa, dozed
Hmm.
off on the sofa, whether it be I was drunk, whether it be I was high, whether it be I was just tired from work. So that is a normal function of a life. And she could have just walked up front. My wife has walked up front and be like, oh shit, this nigga sleep on the sofa, threw the cover on me and walked out the door. So just because that was the the just because that's what happened, it doesn't mean that homie was just passed out unconsciously due to this abuse. He really could have just got a bad batch of drugs, bro.
Yeah, that could be true too. That could be true too. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I haven't dug deep into it, man. I'm not. I wasn't a huge. I wasn't a. I was a fan of his music. You know what I'm saying? I will say I was a fan of his music. When he dropped projects, I checked him out, made sure, you know what I'm saying? He's dropped a couple projects in the last 3 or 4 years I listened to, but I can't say like, you know, in the pantheon of my favorite rappers, you've never heard me say Rich Corn's in the top 50. You know what I'm saying? I respected his work. You know what I'm saying? I respected the times he came out. I'm familiar with the situation with him and Thug. I was familiar with why he said he left them or did move. He basically, from my perspective and his words, he was like, I was moving this way, he was moving that way. We came together, did something great, but I never really was signed to the label. I always had a vision for myself. You know what I'm saying? And people just assumed because we worked so well together that we were a team or a group. But we were just two guys who came together who made some great stuff. But I had another vision for myself. You know what I mean? And I respect that. And the same to speak to, like you were saying, like I respect people who like they have a vision of how they want their life. And you might see something. I just be like, it's a fine line between healthy and unhealthy sometimes. It's a fine line between crossing certain lines, and everybody ain't prepared to take that conversation to handle that conversation. Hey man, you tripping, bro. You doing this, man, you tripping, bro. Or that ain't what's up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough conversation. Everybody ain't gonna have it. Some people will. People gonna be like, you just hating because I'm nah, bro, man. I'm just saying, man, like shit. XYZ, ABC. On a lighter note, do you watch the WNBA?
No,
Me either, man. Me either, man.
I don't watch it.
That shit boring as hell, man.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna just say. I mean, I'm not
Shit's
gonna say
boring,
that.
man.
Honestly, I haven't been watching regular NBA in the last really 2 seasons like that. I'm not gonna say it's boring. I mean, That's kind of fucked up. But that's your opinion as well,
boring,
though.
bro.
So I can't
It's boring, bro.
knock your opinion.
I can show you facts to back up my opinion. How long been how long
You don't
WNBA?
have to, because I'm not going to dispute any of it. So you don't
No, I'm
have to.
saying how long WNBA been in existence? Since like 2000, 99, 97, 98?
I don't know.
In that range. It's been
I feel like
maybe
I was in high
20.
school. I feel like I was in high school when it started, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I had a basketball coach. I had just a regular PE coach in middle school.
yeah.
She hoops, and she was slightly older, so her and her team, after she got through playing somewhere overseas, they just had to play in some
Hmm.
little semi-pro leagues in the States, and then
Hmm.
WNBA happened like two by the time I was in the 10th grade, and I think she was able to play literally one season of the WNBA because she was already old as fuck. Like, she's older than Cheryl Swoops and all of them. So
97.
yeah, see.
Yeah, okay. So shit. It's going on. It's gonna be 30. It's 27 years old.
However, in middle
Hmm.
school, she would bring her team to come play the 8th grade basketball team,
Hmm.
and why we still would beat them. Um, Man, that's pretty skilled.
Time. Y'all middle school team would beat their pro team.
But you have to understand, at this time they in their 40s. So it ain't like a middle school team is beating a pro team in their 20s.
Oh, okay.
They was
Even they
already
40. Well,
in
yeah,
their
you
late
and
they was in their late 30s, early 40s, and it wasn't like we was blowing them out. Like, they were uber competitive. I mean, the other piece was we happen to have some 6'4", 6'5" individuals in middle school, and this young lady is trying to play in the post at 5'8". So
I definitely 5'8". I def 5'8". I definitely was.
I'm being
I was.
serious. Like, the best
I
player
believe
was
you.
the PE coach. She also was the taller young lady at 6 feet, or right under 6 feet. But I mean, she also was the most skilled ball handler, the quickest. So I mean, she wasn't playing in the
I'm
paint.
gonna hate on Worthing right quick, man. Worthing just has some sorry ass players as
Who
far
said
as the
anything
well.
about Worth?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. Whatever school you was at, not the not y'all, but the women they brought was sorry as fuck. When I was in middle school, my stepsister, man, she was a freshman at Yates. She probably 6 feet. Nah, she wasn't 6 feet. She probably like 5'10", 180. And that was okay, it's middle school. So that was like 92, 93.
Okay.
They went state. I'm not tripping. They went state or at least deep state. And she was starting power forward. And she used to run through everybody in the hood.
Yeah, but how old was she when she
Like
was running through everybody?
ninth grade.
I'm talking about women in their 37, 38, 39, 40 who ain't been playing no more. The only
Oh,
one
okay.
who consistently still was playing was the PE
With the
teacher.
coach. But that's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
else was
But
weekend
so
warriors.
this
They had
this is where I was
retired
going.
from their
This is where I'm
overseas
going with
hooping.
this. This is where I'm going with
It's
this.
like if you right now go out there and play against Yates senior team, they gonna run
I'm
you
gonna
out the
get in the
gym.
motherfucking business,
Stop
man.
the cap, bro. No,
That
you
man.
won't.
Yeah, but see,
Bro,
you ain't
it's
seen
niggas.
it.
Bro, I told you, it's niggas at the LA Fitness that's running you out the gym. Niggas at the YMCA will run you out the gym. So I know you not finna go step on no high school or
You
college
haven't seen
campus.
me play in the
Man, no,
last.
bro. I saw you with the power layups, bro. You're not stepping on a high school or college campus against somebody starting five and not get
How
ran
about
out.
this?
I ain't talking about the niggas who trying to walk on. I'm talking
No,
about
I'm
the
telling you
starting
this.
five.
I'm saying that I got I got a player that I have. He's going to St. Thomas this year. He's a freshman. He was top 100 in Texas at the guard spot. I don't know. He beat me for the first time this summer.
Man, he probably was taking it easy
And
on you, bro. He probably didn't want to. He probably didn't want to upset you, man. You know how some of these young niggas be. They don't want to upset they coaches and mentors, so they take it easy on them. You know what I'm saying? He probably
nah,
came out there.
they've been
That boy
saying he
probably
been
came out
saying
there.
he been
Uh,
no,
After a
they've
long
been
day, man, homie had to go to school, carry books, do work,
nah. See, that's what I'm saying. I knew he was
flirt with
he.
females, man.
No, this is
Stop the
summertime.
cap.
He beat me in the summer, and the reason now he beat me because he's better, not because he's better, because he's more in shape than me right at that point. But I'm saying before I played him, I beat three other 18-year-olds.
Texas top 100 hooper going to St. Thomas. How tall is
6'4.5", maybe 5.
he? 6'5". What does he play? Is he a skilled guard? Is he playing the paint? I'm assuming he's a type of wing, hybrid type player.
He's a hybrid. He three ball. He's me with more defense.
Man, that boy gave you buckets, bro, and he just probably be taking it easy on you, bro. You probably be catching that boy
I
at the
have
end of a
film.
long day. Your
Nah.
film be grainy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've seen your film. Man, that young man just probably be taking it easy on you. Hey, man, you know,
Next Thursday, next Thursday, next Thursday, next
I
Thursday,
don't want Coach Boogie to be
next
mad at me,
Thursday,
man. You know what I'm saying?
next Thursday, next Thursday, Lutheran North. I'll send you the time. You can pull up and see what I do to whoever in front of me.
Don't tempt me with a good time, because you know my cameras ain't grainy, bro.
Yeah,
I had you mic'd up in HD 4K. Don't do
next
it.
Thursday, pull up, see what I do to people, man.
Nah. I don't want to see you hooping against 40-year-olds. I want to see you hooping against. I want to see you hooping against these young dudes.
This ain't a 40 and up league though.
I want to see.
It's not a 40
don't
up
want to
league.
see you hooping against no nigga that just got out work at Best Buy. I want to see you hoop against the niggas who running for U of H, TSU, St. Thomas, all the other Saints in the city.
Okay,
you know
so I got to play in the Brew League.
I don't want to see you hooping against no nigga that just got off work at Chick-fil-A, Best Buy, in Jiffy Lube, bro. And I'm not hating on those workers at all. I just, blue collar workers.
Definitely are.
Or white collar.
Like 18
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you putting buckets up on no lawyers or no accountants. I don't want to see you.
Lawyers don't have game. If you're a lawyer, you never had game, or you can't have game.
That's not true. I don't want to see you putting no buckets up against no hotep niggas. I don't want to see you putting no buckets up against no Moors.
Damn, you hate no hoteps?
I've been called a hotep all the time by one of my younger comrades. I don't want to see you putting up no buckets against no niggas who out here politicking for the Kamala Harris ticket. I don't want to see none of that, bro. None of that.
Damn, what? So you saying if I politic for Kamala Harris?
No, what I'm saying is if you out here politicking for Kamala Harris, then that means you was busy working hard today, and by the time you get to the gym, because you've been doing more important work, you really ain't got the energy to be trying to give Boogie buckets anyway, and that's why he getting off. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they've been doing way more tasking work than you have. You know what I'm saying? They've been stressed with.
Why you gonna hate on? You gonna hate on my day?
Yeah, they've been stressed with the burden of making sure niggas is free. Could be a court bailiff making sure the judge ain't getting attacked. You know what I'm saying? Could be a judge making sure niggas like you don't do stuff they don't supposed to. Could be, you know what I'm saying? Could be somebody working in the local Kamala Harris office making sure niggas like you go out and vote. You know what I'm talking about? So they day is more taxing than yours, because all you doing is putting up shots in the gym anyway, bricking, not dunking, and getting worked by these 19-year-olds.
No, I got dunk for you. I got dunk. So hold on. If I just dunk, what? If I just dunk, what would that put me on the echelon of physical
I don't want to see I don't want to see no rim grazers. I don't want to see no barely getting the palm of my hand over the rim. Nah, I gotta see at least elbow or middle or mid
elbow,
either elbow or mid arm over the rim before the dunk. Or
how many times have you seen Chris Paul put his elbow over the rim?
We're not talking about Chris Paul. We talking about.
That's what I'm saying. So what you want me to dump higher than an NBA player?
Why are we moving the goalposts? I ain't talking
I
about
just
Chris
asked you a
Paul.
question. You the one who moved the ball. You talking about
I
put your
didn't move the
elbow.
goalposts. You
Okay,
asked me
how
about
many
a dunk, and I
players
just
have
told
you
you
put
what
have
kind
you
of
seen
dunk
put
I
their
wanted to see.
elbow? How many players do you think in the NBA could how many 6'3" players in the NBA put their elbow over the
I
rim?
said at least. I said I want to see elbow, but if not, at
Elbow?
least
That's high, nigga.
let me
That's 12
finish.
feet in the
I said
air.
let me see elbow or at least mid forearm is what I said. You can't get all of this over the rim no more. All of
I can
this.
get
You can't. You
that.
can't. This
How?
the rim. This your
Yeah,
arm, bro. You can't get that
that's
high no more.
high.
You can't get that
That's
high no
high.
more. Young James
I'm
Boogie
over
Augusta,
45, man. What you talking
Emperor
about?
of Third Ward, El
Nah. What's okay?
Flacco, James Harden move originator. You can't get this over the rim, bro.
I
How
am
you working a
45
six? You working a six,
plus.
and that's why I said it's cap. You working a 6'5" Texas top 100 St. Thomas starting hybrid wing, and you can't get
Yeah.
this over the rim. Talking about you won? No, you didn't, bro. You didn't win.
But you think, but so
That
what
mean
you're
you can't get a
saying?
shot off. That mean he blocking your shit
What
like
you
Shaq
mean?
all the time. He
So you
Dikembe Mutombo on your ass all night.
so you think that because I can't jump at a certain height that I can't maneuver myself or I can't use my other attributes to get open to
What
shoot a
I'm
shot?
saying is, at one point in time, the young James Boogie Augustus I know
Yes,
could do that.
that time has passed,
And what
man.
I'm
The game has
saying, and
changed.
I'm saying that time has passed. So that's why when you tell me that you beat this young dude who is what
Yeah.
he is,
Yeah.
that's cap. Either he ain't what he is, or you lying about beating, or he let you win all these times.
Nah, man, I'm cold, bro. Why can't you just say I'm cold, man? Why can't it be that? Why can't I be cold
I know
and
I
you?
never die. I've always championed your basketball talents. I'm
Yeah,
just saying in your prime, which
yeah.
might not even been your prime, but in the prime of the prime that I saw, I've seen
Mhm.
someone shorter give Boogie the business when he could get all of this over the rim. So I
You've seen
don't
somebody
believe.
shorter than me
So I
give. You've
don't
seen somebody
believe.
shorter. Hold up,
I've
hold
seen
up. No,
somebody
stop
shorter
there.
than you
Who gave me
get.
the business?
I've seen somebody shorter than you looking at the rim with their chest, and we know
But
this
who?
young man.
Okay, but who
So
gave me
and
the
he's
business?
under 6 feet, and he was at 6 feet.
Okay, but who gave me the business? That's what I'm trying to
This
say.
young man gave you the business, just one of
He
them.
gave me the business,
Gave you the business.
and I
One,
didn't give him the
one of them.
business. He gave me
I
the
didn't say.
business, and I was
All
just
I'm
like,
saying is that was
I'm
when
asking
you
you a
was.
question.
No, I didn't. I've said yes. I've said Boogie Augusta was giving boys the business back in the day. That's why I don't
But he
believe.
gave me the business, and I didn't get the business back.
Now look,
That's all I want to establish.
you hung up on the wrong words.
No, that's the most important
I've
part for
already
me.
established that I've witnessed you give
No.
boys the business.
I'm
Pause.
saying you said somebody gave me the business. Pause, and I'm saying that if they gave me the business, that means that I definitely was giving them the business back. Pause.
I don't
They
know
weren't
about
like
all of that.
they
Now.
was getting six. They was
I've
getting
seen,
off on
I
me,
don't
and I
know.
was like,
Now
oh,
I don't
I
know
can't
about
stop
all of
him.
that. I mean,
I
I've
can't. He's
seen
doing
you
too
not.
much. Sub, get me out of here.
I've seen you be the cone that they like to say.
Oh, you see now you're talking crazy.
I've seen you be
I'm
the
the
cone.
cone.
Yeah, because
Okay, but
I've seen you be the cone. Look, that's neither here nor there. All
that's
I'm
not my
saying
thing.
is,
If I'm the
defense
cone,
is
he the
not your
cone on
thing.
the other end.
Defense is not your thing.
Pause.
Defense is not your
Defense is
thing.
not. It's not my strong point. No.
Then I definitely know that you ain't worked no 6'5" top Texas top 100 hybrid wing. Pause.
But offense has
No,
been offense is my thing though.
that nigga Mutombo at your shit all day. I'm telling you, I'm telling you
Offense
that
is my
that
thing
boy
though.
probably. You remember that commercial with Sean Marion was hooping with them
No,
niggas?
no, no,
No,
no.
no,
How
no, no.
many
Let me
times
finish.
you
No, let me finish, bro.
oh, go ahead,
You
ahead.
remember
I'll
the
let you finish.
commercial?
Let me finish, man. You done.
You remember the commercial with Sean Marion was hooping, bro, in the
Yeah.
gym with the hoodie
Mhm.
on, and then
Mhm.
he was he was like unbelievable, and then he took the weight jacket off, the weight vest
Hold
off.
up, Sean Marion? No, I don't. I've never
That
watched
was
the
the
Sean
thing. That
Marion.
was definitely a Nike
Sean
commercial.
Marion?
Sean Marion, because he had a shoe contract when he was in his prime in Phoenix, bro. And he had a commercial where he was in the gym working these boys. And they was like, man, he's so amazing. Whoa. And then he took the weight vest off and was like, now let's really play. That's how that young man did you, bro. That's all I'm saying. Now go ahead and tell me your lie so we can, end the pod and go live our lives with our beautiful
Yeah.
young ladies.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. How many times in your life have you seen me get my shot blocked?
Is that truth or a lie?
Tell the truth.
If I have to be honest, going
Yeah.
by only memory,
On my memory. And it's sketchy. I understand. It's
and
been a
it's
while.
sketchy,
We played a bunch of games, man,
I can
in
say I've
life.
seen it 4 times.
4 times. Let's just say that's in like a 10-year period, right?
That's all that I can
Maybe.
remember. Now, that's all that I can remember. A lot of these games, I would show up too drunk,
So okay, okay.
and then my memory
Stay,
is
stay
bad as
there.
well.
Hold up, stay there, stay there. Let's say it's 4 times.
That I
For
can recall.
100% that you can call.
I'm not
A
gonna put a
hundred.
number on you that I can't recall.
Okay, but 100% sure we played more than 4 leagues, right? Together.
Well, of course we have.
We played basketball 5 times or 4 times a week for a whole 2 or 3 years.
You take safe shots though.
I take safe shots.
Yeah.
Man, we we need to call.
You are a safe hooper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when
I'm a safe
yeah,
hooper.
when you see um when you see
Get your lie straight, man. Get your lie straight.
like tall trees in the paint, that's when you El Flacco pulling for 3. You know what I'm saying?
So you wasn't there when I had Dexter Coakley in front of me.
The football player.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
You wouldn't. You was there day when it was.
whoa. And that's what I be talking about. You're trying to get off on the football player.
What do D linemen do? What's their strength?
Slap niggas.
Lateral moving, though, right?
Yeah, but this ain't like Dexter Coakley playing though. This is like Dexter Coakley trying to be active at 40, bro.
He wasn't 40. He wasn't 40. He was in his 30s.
39.
He had to be 30.
38.
He had to be less than 39.
Bad knees, bad back, trying to
Yeah,
get
man.
back and play in shape so he can look good.
It'd be the one closer to you, man.
So he can look
It'd
good
be
at
the
the
one
police
closer to you,
when he
man.
take his shirt off, bro. Look, I'm not denying that you have, bro. You went toe to toe with the N1 niggas, bro, and you didn't get dunked on. I will, tell the truth.
Oh, now
You didn't get dunked on. You were in the duck though. You know what I'm saying? He kind of
I dunked on them, though. I dunked on them.
I said you was the one that got the dunk party started, bro. Like you kind of,
and that's why I be talking to other people
if
like
the dunking, if the N1 dunking nigga was a drive-by shooting, you definitely would have got shot. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying that dudes ain't never averaged 10 points in high school. Dudes ain't never averaged 10 points in college. Dudes who ain't never went toe to toe with NBA players and outscored them. Dudes who ain't never played no pro-am. Dudes who ain't never played in the N1 is telling me about some basketball.
Well, hold on, that's not fair though.
How's not fair? I know it's not fair because your experience level is high school.
That's not true.
Maybe
no, that's not true. You could be talking to somebody like you. I could ride with. I don't want to say that. It's gonna sound like hate. No, I'm just saying. But you don't know what these guys experience. You don't know what these.
I do know.
How do you know?
I do know
what these guys' experience levels are. So you mean tell me everybody? If you being the basketball guy,
I say everybody. I say everybody.
Let me finish because you putting a broad stroke over this shit. Because I don't argue with you about basketball because I defer to you. What I'm saying is,
yeah,
the circles that I believe that you to run in, some of these guys have the same experience you got.
That's what I'm saying. But not
y'all
no Jamie Powell. Not no Jamie Powell.
Hold on. Let me finish. That's Coach Powell, right? Jamie Powell is Coach Powell.
Not no Jamie Powell.
So we back to the rant that is exclusively for Jamie Powell. Let me make sure I put in the description. Jamie Powell don't know shit about
I ain't saying
basketball.
That. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
James
no, I'm saying. What I'm saying is the people, like, all bullshit aside, all jokes aside, you can't miss me on no basketball shit in Houston. Just in Houston. You can't go to no gym in Houston and it's 50 players and I don't know 10 at the least. It's situations that's going around Houston that people be like, yeah, I fuck with so and so, da 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 da, and I'd be like, yeah, I coached him. Oh yeah, I know so and so. Oh, that's yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've had players that go off somewhere else and talk to so and so, and I'm like, oh yeah, I used to train him. It's a small community in Houston of hoopers. It's a small community. It's maybe like 500 hoopers in all of Houston. That's really just hoopers. You know what I'm saying? It's a small community, and in that small community, everybody know everybody, man. Just like with football, just like with baseball, just like with soccer, like with tennis, it's a small community, bro. You have different levels. You have intermediate, you have semi-pro, you got pro, you got what I'm saying, you got elite. You can't miss me, bro. You can't miss me, bro. You
Would you
can't
either
miss me, bro.
semi-pro or the pro, or are you elite?
Shit, I'm somewhere between elite and pro because I bro, you've been there with me in Goldwire. I didn't average 15, 20 a game in pro-ams.
Hey man, say bro. Hey man. I'm not the one. Coach Powell. I'm not the one, bro. I'm
Man,
just cooled up, bro.
Coach Powell is a
Hey
is a
man,
is a
first off, I
let,
don't
let,
want you
let,
to
me-
say
let,
too
let,
much,
let me
man, because
finish.
I don't
Let me
want to be
finish. Let me
responsible if
finish.
Coach
Let me
Powell run up
finish.
on you in
Let
these
me
Twitter streets
let me
or
finish. Let me
Facebook
let me
streets,
finish.
man.
Coach Powell is a great coach for young people. He's a positive thinker. He has a wonderful daughter who I love to death, and she's growing in her journey. He works with that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
I would
the
ask this
respect.
question.
Oh, let me finish. The respect level be crazy because the program that he works with, we started, man. We
Yeah,
started his program.
I,
So I'm like, what you mean? How you talking to
I
me
gotta ask this
crazy, nigga? The
question.
shit that you doing, I started, man. What you mean?
Uh,
Yeah.
Coach Powell, he said, "How the fuck you gonna talk to him crazy? The shit that you doing, he started." All right. Uh, this is my last
Okay,
question. We
okay,
can
keep
get
going, keep
out.
going. Yeah.
Damn, bro. No, I'm not gonna ask that.
Because it's 10:30.
No, I'm not gonna ask that. It's okay.
Ask it, man.
I
Because
don't
I
want to
don't.
ask it. I
Cause I
don't want
love
to
every,
ask it.
like who do you
No, it's
think I
not a
don't
messy.
like?
It's not a messy question at all. It has nothing to do with anybody. It's not a messy question at all.
Oh,
It's a
because I really wanted today to be messy Friday. I was in my brain before I got like, man, I want to have a messy Friday with Dub just ask me and I'll just go the fuck off. But if I'm rolling with how you rolling.
oh no,
And the people lost tonight.
it wasn't a question about anybody outside of
Go
you.
ahead.
But I don't
No, go
want to
ahead.
ask it. I don't want to ask it right now.
No, please ask it.
I don't want to.
Okay, don't answer then.
It's not a negative reason. I just don't want. It's gonna go down a
Don't
whole.
ask it
It's gonna
then,
be a
man.
45-minute conversation. So yeah,
I promise I'll ask you in two sentences. I promise you it'll be 2 sentence answer. Whatever you ask me, I promise you.
you've never had a 2 sentence answer.
I'm promising you. This I trust you, you trust
Is that a
me.
Mike Vick?
Oh yeah, you see it?
You got a lot of gold on today, bro. What's going on with that?
Well, this right here.
You ran in the TV, bro. That's the last thing, bro. That was the most.
Funniest beef.
Yeah, cause I
Why
mean,
you talk shit about fuck TV Johnny, man?
nah, cause Sauce Walker is hilarious, bro. And I just feel like that's $1 million on a grill. If I had it like that, like if I was a billionaire, I'm not gonna spend $1 million on a grill. I'm gonna look at that and be like, that's a waste of fucking money. My mouth don't even close. That shit is kind of ugly. I don't care how many diamonds is in there and whatever set they are. I'm not opposed to grills because I'm a nigga and I like gold teeth. I have some still in my house, but uh,
You got
yeah,
grill
I'm
still in
not.
the house?
I keep gold teeth, bro. What are you talking about?
Hold up. When's the last time where you grill, man?
Last month,
Why you wear your grill last month?
because I was in these streets, nigga. That's why.
All right, so K Reno has an event on September 20th. Pull your grill out, man. Let's go represent it's his birthday. His birthday's on the ninth, but the event's on the 20th. It's a Friday. So
Of October, right?
No, September.
Oh, you know I'm still limping around, nigga.
Man, come on, bro. That's so.
I know, right? Because I'm a motherfucking G out here in these streets.
That's what I'm
Nah, you know
saying,
what? I
man.
actually want a new grill, bro. But and so back to this.
The top or the bottom?
I'm doing everything. I want ice. I want to spend
You want ice or oh?
a prettier penny on these, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I want to.
I'm considering the veneers, bro. I'm considering them, man.
Nah, fuck veneers, bro. I'm gonna just get some diamonds in my mouth. If I'm gonna spend, 6, 7, 8, 10,000, I just want it to be diamonds.
Man, I ain't spending 10,000 on them veneers, man.
Where you going? You gonna go get them shits where niggas go take a course to get veneers and you pay like 1,000?
I think two 2,500 is a good
I want
price
the
for
good
some veneers,
veneers, bro. If I get
It's not.
veneers, I want the 10,000 up. I want the good shit. And if I'm gonna spend 10 bands on my teeth, man, I just want some diamonds in my mouth.
Yeah, I forgot you a bougie nigga. I forgot.
Yeah.
I
No,
be forgetting you a
I'm not
bougie
going
nigga,
I'm
man.
not going to
You not bougie. You a high
no, I
price.
am.
Yo
No,
you
I'm a
paying. Yeah, I
bougie,
know.
highfalutin, hotep ass nigga, bro.
Highfalutin.
Yeah, nigga, nigga, I don't like to be around the regular shit, nigga. Nah, I go to Central Market. You know what I'm saying? I shop at Highland Village. I don't go to Best Buy and buy my Apple products. I go to the Apple store, you know what I'm saying, and buy my shit. I pay the upcharge.
You know, Cons closing, man. I went to Cons to try to see what they got going
You went to
on,
who?
man. And Cons tried to put
To who?
Cons.
Nah, nigga, you won't catch me dead in
CON.
cons. Nah. I mean, I've been there
Why
before.
not?
Nah, bro, you gonna buy something from a place called Cons and think that they not finna con you?
Well,
The
I'm
name,
gonna
the
say
name is in the
Cons is the name is the name, but Cons is closing. So Cons was like everything is 50% off. So I'm like, okay, shit. I know
so it's
Cons
back to
got
original
no. Have you
price.
been exactly? Cons marked everything up 70%, and then was like 60% off everything. I'm like, man, this TV I got the same TV sitting right here, the 65, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they're like, oh, we marked it down. I'm like, nah, bro, that shit ain't $1,000, man. That
I
shit
mean,
ain't
when they
$1,000.
don't check your credit and then you pay bi-weekly and then, all you got to do is just avoid the phone calls when you don't pay your shit and, they can't come break in your house and take your shit. But,
I don't know about that. I was saying that. I don't know. I don't know about none of that.
No,
I'm
what is this? A good 10 years ago, I bought a washer and dryer from Cons, bro, and I know I paid double for that shit, but I needed
Mhm.
I needed a washer and dryer, and
Yeah, you got a home though.
I know, but
Yeah.
now I won't be caught dead in Cons, nigga. I go to
I wish you'd
Lowe's
have
and buy
called
my
me when
appliances.
I wish you'd have called me when you needed to wash and dry. I'd have been like, hey man, I can
Nah,
get you
I
both of
want
them
but
for
the other piece
600.
was nah, man,
What
nigga.
about the real shit?
I
Not
wanted
no
the new
bullshit. The
shit.
real shit.
I wanted some new shit, glass top shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a bougie nigga, bro.
Yeah, you a bullshit nigga, man.
I want. Well,
I think
I want
that's
to
why
look
we
at my
that's why we
shirt when it's
get
washing.
along, man. Because it's like you are on one spectrum. In certain aspects, we are on opposite sides of the spectrum on certain shit, and that shit like it's like I get to see this perspective of shit that I would never see, and vice versa. And it's like, oh man, I would never thought that shit, man. I would never do that shit, but then my guy does that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get to see it. Like, well, maybe I'm gonna try it. And
Yeah, no.
sometimes it's like, yeah. Sometimes it's like, hell nah, man.
I pay for overpriced designer coffee. You know what I'm saying? I love
I
Starbucks.
I don't drink coffee.
And then I found a new little spot in the Heights. It's a
Black, what you
cool
call it?
little, huh?
Black, what's it called? I want to say Black
Boomtown.
Raw, but it's black something.
I
I
mean,
don't drink coffee,
it's
man.
Black Rifle Coat, but that's just
Yeah,
coffee. I found
yeah.
a little cool little coffee shop to go to. I go there, bro, and it's like coffee in its purest form, no added sweeteners or nothing, bro. So it's kind of like you know an experience. I go there when my Apple products, hop on the Wi-Fi, do some work, do some content creating. You know what I'm saying?
Content creating, man. That's the next part, man. Content creating, because I got a bunch of uh I got a bunch of things to say about that shit. But I got my
Mm.
Vic on, man. My Mike Vick, man. You know I had that in the stash.
I'm
The Mike Vick.
I'm not shocked. Is that like I'm not shocked. But man, it's time to lay it down, bro. This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with Young James Boogie and AR Dub. And we will see you in a couple of days. We out.